They were always here, the original inhabitants, the custodians of our country.
Their culture and traditions are rich and diverse, and have contributed greatly to our collective identity.
They have developed their own dialect, their unique form of Filipino language.
They have lived on the ancestral house in harmony with nature for centuries.
They are the guardians of our country's precious resources, and some of the most desired ones.
15 million indigenous people are among the most vulnerable and disadvantaged populations in the Philippines. They are facing pressure to exploit their ancestral lands.
Amidst this troubling pandemic, the danger posed to the lives of indigenous people has been exacerbated by the activity taken by the Duterte administrations to exercise authority and punish those who violate the law.
They gave cops and armed forces the power to shoot to kill. They vowed to use special powers to guarantee the success of build projects in disputed lands, and they approved of the anti-terrorism bill. All of this served as the recipe for the plight of the indigenous.
For instance, last 2021, 9 Tumandok leaders were killed and 6 Tumandok people were arrested following the dispute over their ancestral lands, which are being targeted for 2 dam projects. In the end, the verdict was that the case against these natives was invalid and defective. If only we had a stronger legal system, the lives of these leaders who were important to the Tumandok community would not have been taken.
Not only the Tumandoks but also the Lumans have experienced the perversions of our legal system to seize their ancestral lands. According to Poland, the Department of Agriculture and National Commission on Indigenous Peoples program of the Plant proposal was a scheme that took advantage of the COVID-19 crisis to land grab remaining ancestral territories of the Lumans and continue the operations of destructive and exploitative projects.
Is this really how we give back to those who took care of our environment, who preserve our culture and build our heritage?
Is this really how we want to treat our fellow Filipino brothers and sisters?
Are we forgetting what constitutes being a Filipino?
No, we do not. This is why we are standing up for the indigenous community of our country.
We need your help in this battle for justice. Our advocacy aims to
First, recognize and uphold the prior rights of indigenous people and revoke discriminatory legislation and doctrines, and with urgency, strengthen the implementation of the Indigenous People Rights Act.
We ought to reach out to the National Commission of Indigenous People, strengthen intervention, mediation, and protection measures in regard to dispute concerning the indigenous people, especially towards the ancestral land.
We are calling for this agency to strengthen its mandates, specifically 3 of their power and functions, which is to formulate and implement policies, plans, programs, and projects for the economic, social, and cultural development of the ICCs or IPs, and to monitor the implementation thereof.
In addition, work on their 14 major thematic concerns, specifically number 1, formal recognition of ancestral domains, and number 7, IP governance are weak.
It is important for them to serve as the bridge and vanguard of the indigenous people in this modern world. They should work hand in hand with law enforcement agencies to avoid exploitation and killings, especially when heated disputes are expected.
We also call for the participation of the Commission of Human Rights to take the action by building a stronger legal framework to secure indigenous people's rights amidst injustices and killings.
We plead for Filipino citizens, students, and government bodies to support our movement and purpose to defend and advance the causes of the indigenous people.
By protecting our indigenous Filipinos, we protect the future of our country.
#IPaglabanKatutubo